I've been receiving ad blocker things from YouTube and Google, and I've been putting in my fair share content in what I think. Uh, I've got a couple of words that my father would say, and I'm really pissed off. And I really and truly mean it. I'm pissed. I don't need to have this crap. Uh, it's getting to be downright hard, and I really and truly mean that. It's almost like, what the heck? Maybe go off and YouTube completely because it isn't worth the aggravation. The chest pains. I really and truly mean that. It it gets down to the point where you have, hey Scotty Hottie, how you doing, kiddo? I know. Better not, huh? I'm really kind of sick and tired of it. I go into a channel, I listen to it, and then if all of a sudden I find that there's that little bit that I didn't listen to, I go and I listen to it. I'm that type of person. I listen to the whole frickin' thing. I am not afraid to listen. I am there. Otherwise, I told YouTube and Google, well, maybe I could go and do some vacuuming, do some dishes, take a walk to the restroom. You know what I mean. Do the wood chips. Oh, there are some things. Hey, Jan! God, am I glad to see you, kid. Those places are just driving me up the wall. And I do mean the wall. And I even said, well, maybe I could take a nap. But then that would be another 4-hour nap because I can nap really good. The older you get, the more you nap. I'd like to really say a lot more. I've watched from the West Coast to the East Coast what's going on. One channel person that I talk with, I always tell him about what kind of weather they're going to have. And by gummy, he gets the rain. Mm-hmm. And I don't like that. I don't like to have to see other fellow people get rain as much as I've gotten it. But one channel member, he tells me in a video, well, we're going to get a bit of moisture this morning. And Oh, you need rain bad. Oh, it's coming your way, Jan. I really mean that. But, oh, Piggy, boo! We're all gonna be getting the rain. It's gonna be coming like cats and dogs. It's it's been 2 months, Jan. Oh, I'll tell you, I still can't do wash downstairs in my wash machine from the last rainstorm that we had. It's still too much. Lake Stinky is still up there. No, I don't have the rain dance going, Scotty Hottie. Oh, I'm just down to the point where things have got to stop a little bit, have a little balance in life. New Mexico has been flooded. All the way on over, Oklahoma had the tornadoes and flooding first in April. And then the East Coast, it went from Indiana to Kentucky to Iowa, all the way on over to the East Coast, and then down to Florida. And I mean, yeah, it's wild. I mean, I gassed up my van and I went storm chasing that one night when it was in Indiana, in Kentucky, in Ohio. It's ungodly the way it is. And now we're having heat wave. It's almost like a triple Indian summer. And I mean, I'm not anything against Indians. I grew up on a farm watching the Indians walk down the road. I know what our American Native Indians are like. And they were never harmful to any of us kids. They were always good. Nope, I don't think it's weather Oh, I don't think they're doing it by manipulations. Otherwise, a man could just lay on out and let us take care of them. Pour a little honey on them. Oh, Jan. Oh, sorry about that. Now you know why I put it not for children. Anybody comes on that's a child, hey, we bump them on off. Oh, it's just getting to be too much. I've seen over 70 years of weather. No, I don't think. Yeah. I think sometimes, Jan, you should let your sister out more. Lena would come out and play. She would talk with her. Oh, God. It is so much fun goofing around. But oh, when things get bad, it really gets bad sometimes. And I am just down to the point where I want to just pick up and go. And I mean, go. I want to go up north still. My thought of retirement was buying a pontoon boat and having it encased with screens, having two doors, the front and the back door, and living off in the fish that I caught. It was something. I mean, from the end of April until this time of the year, watching the pretty leaves fall, that was retirement for me. And now retirement is in my room. That's to an extent where I go with the laptop. It's my fun, my socialization. That is it. Going to the drugstore is the next thing. Going up north 4.5 hours is another thing. Oh, some of the things. If you know German, I have got some bad words in my brain and I've actually said them, but my Gumpa told me, no, 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 Linda, you no say those bad words. Gamma, wash your mouth out with soap. And he had been born and raised over in Germany. He fought in World War I. And my grandma, she was half German and half Holland. Her father came from Holland. He was a prince. There's some things that I know about. Yeah. I know how to swear in a lot of different languages. Sometimes there's times where I will be out in the public and all of a sudden it's not English coming across my brain. I want to say it's either German, French, Polish, Yiddish, Vietnamese, Russian. Oh, I know sign language too. I know how to swear in sign language too. And that's pretty bad. I learned that from an 8-year-old girl. But yeah, you learn the bad words the first. And I almost came across and told YouTube and Google where they could stick their, you know what, where the sun doesn't shine. That's bad, I know. I'm a bad girl. Even past the age of 70. Oh, if I live to see the age of 80, I don't really want to. If you think 2024, yeah, Scotty, I did that too. After I ran down the street towards a house fire to help out, and I forgot the protocol that I'd been taught in the hospital. You don't you don't run close to the fire truck. The fire truck door came out and the fireman, he was jumping on out, and all I could do was go, huh? But yeah, read between the lines like DJ does with Devil Dog. But yeah, it's hard. It really is. And I want things to get better for people. And I really and truly mean that. Things have got to get better because 2024 has just been a piece of 2025 is going to be hell. I really and truly mean it. It's going to be worse than 2020 to 2024. I've seen some of the stuff and I don't like it. And I can't say anything more about that. But if you can, buy up what you can, stock it on up, get a solar generator. In fact, get two of them, one big one, one small one. At least the small one will be able to keep the bathroom warm in the winter time. Or, like I say to Piggy, the winter time, hey? Oh, the winter time. Oh, I like the winter times. Natalina, yeah. It's it's gonna be rougher next year. And I don't know who's gonna win for the election. Coming right down to it, I don't give a flying chicken, you know what? Uh, I looked it on up, and I do believe if Trump gets back in, he might be in for a good 8 years because he will be able to run for another term. And what is going on right now, it hasn't been, oh crap, the phone. It's just, I have it turned off, but that can go to the answering machine, and I have that turned off too. The little bugger. But yeah, he'll have a good 16 years in. Yeah. Yeah, the laws will get turned back to when they could run more than twice. Yeah. I've got a very good hunch it will happen that way. That's why I say 2024 is going to be hell. So I don't want to see the White House get taken. I know who I'm voting for, and it isn't anybody on the ticket. I'm writing in a person's name. She lives here in this northern part of Illinois. She wanted to run for senator. I know what you're talking about, Piggy. But I think we already have enough Chinese on land, enough other people on land right now that God only knows who could run for president or vice president. Do you realize that if you're under a president, even a Speaker of the House, that if something happens to the president, the vice president, then the Speaker of the House is in full control then. They are, or she is, president. And I really and truly mean that. Ike Eisenhower taught me an awful lot when I was a little kid. I had a crash course of politics in the White House from him. I know what Camp David is like. I know where the helicopters come in. God will take care of all of us, but I do want this, a president who actually goes to church. Hey there, Jerry. Move on over, buddy. I want him or her to be able to be going to church. I know, Jerry. You got the land of plenty there, Jerry. Same with you, Jan. you've got land. Anybody who has land, cattle, chickens, all of those things will be better off than people in the city or any other place, because they will be able to self sustain themselves. Get yourselves together, and if you have to, break down and buy a generator, a solar generator. Do you know you can actually put the solar panel inside of your house and catch the sun rays that way from the south? And you don't have to worry about anybody else dinking around with your solar panels on the outside of your house. I have Iran, Iraqs, Syrians in my neighborhood on my block. So I do know what I'm talking about. I only have 2 curtains open. One curtain is already closed by now. I know, but we do have the right to have a bunker too, Piggy. There are people out there who have worked sometimes at night and dug bunkers. And slingshots work out really good. Both doors of my house have slingshots and nice round stones. Some of the technology that we had here in this city is already gone, and that was way before Trump was in the first time, or even before Obama was. I know that. That was in 2000. They started moving it all out. Oh, yeah. You got to have it, Jan, for the front, the back, the sides. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. I know how to use military weapons. I'm not afraid to use them. Last worst one that I used was a flamethrower. But I always threw a pineapple in the hole to make sure that the brain went first. They didn't feel that much. Yeah. It's my lieutenant and Sarge would say, never want to see you roast 125-pound beef. I did it good. I made sure that they were gone, completely gone. But I'm sick and tired of YouTube, Google saying things that I've got ad blockers on. Yeah, I went and took a shower once during an ad. Crap, it was an hour and a half long. God has bigger plans, and He's walking amongst all of us, Jan. He is really walking amongst all of us. Yeah, I know. I was told you only have to watch 3 minutes of it. And that's exactly what I try to do. 3 minutes, and then I'm history out of that. God will take good care of all of us. Put your armor on and don't be afraid to fight. My dad taught me when I was a little girl before grade school. Your fists are made for making cookies and cakes, but if anybody keeps at you, give them a black eye. And I sure did know how to do that. Okie dokie, Jan. I love you, Jan. I know Jerry is gone. I love yes. My kids don't even know I have this channel. They would say, "Nope, Mom, laptop's gonna go then." There's been times I've wanted to take the laptop out and in the garage and run it on over with the van. That's pretty bad. But when you come down to it, it's pretty good. It's a laugh. And you have to think of it that way. I was watching Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. They've given me quite a few insights. Yep, you can poop in buckets. I always think of it that way. But in life, I've learned how to deal with certain things. And I've learned how to study. I'm not afraid to study. So I keep on studying. So I'm going to be going on over to Jerry Butler Farm, Family Farms. You guys have a good day. God bless you all. I think I either got a message from one of the big guys or across the pond. Oh, yeah, I do have people that I talk with across the pond. Yeah. Maybe Honeyman. He's got honey poured all over him. But you got to admit, it's one way of thinking of it. Take care. God bless. Thank you for listening. Give the thumbs up. Be good to one another.